Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 Computer class. So we are discussing about ICT and also its services. ICT means Information and Communication Technology and also its services. In the previous video we discussed about e-governance. E-governance, it is one of the most important ICT application, information and communication technology application. Different types of e-governance infrastructure. We discussed about SDC, then common data center and also statewide area network called SWAN. And after that, benefits of e-governance, then challenges to e-governance. The main challenge of e-governance is some of the areas, that means rural areas, remote areas, the peoples are having less illiteracy. They are not unaware of this kinds of e-governance services. Okay, so the advantages and also disadvantages, challenges and also the benefits we already discussed. Then in this section we are going to begin a new topic called e-business. Okay, how we are using e-literacy in business field and also e-commerce and e-business. Is there any relationship between e-governance and e-business is present? Then after that, advantages of e-business and challenges of e-business. Okay, so what is our topic? E-business. Here, e-business also an application of ICT. It is one of the main application of ICT that provide business features and also the marketing features sharing to peoples in an effective and efficient manner. That is called e-business. Nowadays, in your textbook, one real life example is given. Suppose you want to shop an item, you no need to go to shop. We can purchase that item online. You know, in lockdown situation, in that lockdown time, that means majority of the peoples, they were using online money transaction, and for their mobile recharge also all are using online money transaction and also online recharge. So in some of the situation when you are not really near to bank, or if you are not ready to use bank services, then we can use online services, and also we can produce, or also we can use online shopping website, and also we can purchase items, and also we can send money from one account to another account. Okay, so all these we can perform through online. Then, so in e-business, actually the definition of e-business is in your textbook. E-business is sharing of business information, maintaining business relationship and conducting business transaction by means of ICT application. Okay, what is the definition of e-business? Actually, e-business is the sharing of information, maintaining business relationship and conducting business transaction by means of ICT, or as an application of ICT services is lead to e-governance, e-business. Then companies, public institution as well as individual customers engage in e-business. Then e-business help in effective marketing, effective e-marketing. Okay, all these e-marketing means we are purchasing or we are marketing through online. Then increasing sale through effective use of e-commerce and also e-business. Then there is one more approach present, e-commerce and e-business. Is there any connection between e-commerce and e-business is present? Actually, e-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Okay, as a conclusion we can say that e-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Okay, extended version of e-commerce. E-commerce means companies are interacting for share their or to sell their product, or for online shopping they are interacting. That means companies are interacting. So here e-commerce covers business transaction that involves exchange of money, whereas e-business include all aspects of running business. Okay, What is the difference? E-commerce. Actually, e-commerce sharing their business transaction. Business transaction involve exchange of money, whereas e-business include all aspects of running a business. How to run a business indicate e-business, but all the other transaction is relating to e-commerce. That's why we can say that e-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Okay, e-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Both are ICT application commerce. E-commerce dealing with the company transaction and also company management, but e-business include all aspects of running business such as marketing, obtaining new materials or goods, customer education, looking for suppliers, etc. That means all the front end application we are executing through e-business, but the backbone and all the other main transaction is taking place using e-commerce. So that's why e-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Okay, then next term that we are using in e-business is electronic payment system. Electronic payment system. Electronic payment system, or short form is EPS. Okay, that you know about credit card and also debit card. We don't, that means nowadays instead of currency it will change to plastic money. Okay, nowadays instead of currency we can use our debit card and also credit card. In everywhere ATM machines are present, so we can make use of ATM machine. Then you don't want to carry cash while you are traveling. We can make use of electronic payment system. Electronic payment system means in each ATM card it consists of an electronic chip. On that chip all your bank details will be available. That's why it is known as electronic payment system. Okay, electronic payment system is a solution when we move on to electronic business. Exchange of money also need to be electronic. When you are going for e-business, then your money also should be electronic. Then it is both convenient and secure if it is properly handled. Note that point. It is convenient, but means it is both convenient and secure if it is properly implemented or if it is properly used. Okay, so it is very efficient, but you want to use it properly, otherwise it will lead to some unwanted situations. Then EPS plays an important role in e-business. Okay, electronic payment system plays an important role in e-business because debit card, credit card, these all are belonging to EPS category. Then a system of financial exchange between buyers and sellers is an online environment is called electronic payment system. Examples are credit debit card, electronic check or digit cash, then backed by bank and intermediately. So these all are examples for EPS. Credit card, debit card, then electronic payment system, these all are example for EPS. Then next one, e-banking. Next aspect that we are using in e-business is electronic banking. So suppose you want to transfer money to another account physically located in any other location. Suppose you want to transfer money, you no need to go to bank. Nowadays softwares are available, then in mobile phone different apps are available. We can make use of that app but when you are using that app, you should be vigilant about your PIN. No need to share PIN number with any other. So you want to be use that kinds of services, especially e-banking services, in a secure manner. Otherwise, it leads to it leads to loss of money. Okay, then banking is also undergone drastic changes with the advancement in information technology. Our traditional concept of banking has changed a lot, isn't it? Yes, our traditional aspects of banking has changed a lot. Example, now there is no need to visit bank for making money transaction. You can pay the bill. For example, you can pay the bill and also we can send money through e-banking. Bank also providing their website for electronic banking and also for net banking. Then e-banking or electronic banking is defined as automated delivery of banking services directly to the customer through electronic channel. It can access data without geographical limitation. This is one of the advantage of e-banking. That means it can access data without geographical information. No place, no matter, it can send. We can send and receive money through e-banking. Okay, so these are the different services provided by e-business. Connection between e-commerce and e-business. Connection with e-commerce means e-commerce implements or it deals with the basic transaction, that means business transaction and all, but e-business implement how it is implementing business by marketing and selling the product all belonging to e-business. So that's why e-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Then electronic payment system, example is debit card, credit card, electronic check, these all are belonging to electronic payment system. Then third one is e-banking, electronic banking. Then next, so everything that we already studied e-governance, there will be advantages and disadvantages also will be present. So here we are going to discuss the benefits of e-business. Okay, benefits of e-business. Then I already mentioned there is no limit on geographical location. So we can access data without geographical limitation. This will be the main advantage of e-governance. What is it? It overcomes geographical limitation. If you have a physical store, you are limited by the geographical area where you can provide service. But if e-business is present, then there is no geographical limitation. Through online shopping, we can sell and also we can buy product. Then e-business reduces the operational cost. Okay, it reduces the operational cost. That means does not need to travel. We can easily search or we can easily sell and we can easily buy product through e-commerce. Then third one, it minimizes the travel cost. It minimizes the travel cost because every operation is performed through online, so you don't want to travel. Then one more advantage is that 24/7 the service is ready to open. But if we are going to bank, then bank time, after bank time we can't have the money transaction. But e-banking 24/7 it is open or it is ready to do any kinds of operations. Then we can locate the product quicker. Suppose you want to search or buy a product, after searching we can locate that product quicker. So when you are going to shops and shop, then it is not easy to locate a particular product. But if you are using e-banking, then it is very easy. So what are the benefits of e-business? First one, there is no limitation of geographical area, no limitation in geographical location. If your shop is present in a particular place, geographical location, then we can also have e-business through any of the online shopping website. Then second one, operational cost is less because you don't want to travel. If you are using e-business, then you don't want to travel. Then next one, it reduces the operational cost. Okay, seller and receiver, sender and receiver, only these two are communicating. So it also reduces the operational cost. Then it remains open in all the time, that means 24/7. And the last one was we can easily locate the product quickly. Then next one, these all are the benefits. Then next, challenges to e-governance, challenges to e-business. First one, a good percentage of population is unaware of e-business. Okay, a good percentage of the population is unaware of IT application and its uses. The most regular internet users are lack of knowledge about e-business. For example, in e-business, if you are performing money transaction, then you want to share some of the information. But some of the users are not ready to share their personal data. So that will lead to lack of services. Then second one, most of the customer, especially rural population, do not possess plastic money. They need currency. They are not ready to accept plastic money. Then net banking, which is necessary for e-business. If they are not ready to use debit and credit card, then it is not suitable for e-business, because in e-business we are using plastic money. Without currency we are using plastic money. So some of the person, especially in rural areas, they are not ready to accept plastic money, so they require currency, so it is not good for e-business. Then if not used with caution, that I already mentioned, that I already informed, if e-business is not used with caution, that means if carelessly we are using, then it will lead to, that means it may lose your valuable information like their credit card number, passwords and etc. Then products like handicrafts and also jewelries. Suppose you want to buy them, then definitely you want to touch and you want to look that. Okay, that is not available in e-business. So that kinds of product we can't easily sell through e-banking, e-business. Then for the success of e-business of any organization or company, perfect and efficient shipment is required. If efficient shipment is there, then definitely e-governance work or e-governance, e-business site or e-business application will work properly. So these are the different challenges. First one, efficient shipment is required for e-business. Then second one, products like handicrafts and also jewelry that you want to touch and look. Okay, so that kind of product we can't easily buy using e-business. Then if you are not using your information seriously, that means securely, then it will lead to, or there will be a chance to lose your password and also your account number. Then a large amount of peoples are unaware about ICT application like e-business. Then some of the peoples from rural area, they are not ready to accept plastic money. That means it will lead to, actually plastic money we are using in e-business. If they are not able to accept that kind of money, then e-business is not possible in that particular remote areas. Then I am going to give some of the commonly used business services. For example, www.irctc.co.in. What is this IRCTC? Indian Railway. This is an Indian Railway service website. Then second one, this I think this is very familiar to you, www.amazon.com. Amazon.com. What is this? Online shopping website, Amazon. Then www.ebay.in. This is one of the largest online shopping sites in India, eBay. Then LICindia.com, LIC. Then airindia.com, online booking for Air India. Then Kerala RTC, website for Kerala RTC ticket booking. Then bookmyshow.com for booking your movie tickets. So these are the commonly used e-business websites. Okay, so hope you understood the benefits, advantages, disadvantages and commonly used e-business websites. Okay, so again we will revise the topics that we studied. What is mean by e-business? Actually, what is mean by e-business? The definition of e-business. E-business is the sharing of business information, maintaining business relationship and conducting business transaction by means of ICT services. Then e-commerce and e-business. E-business is an extended version of e-commerce. Then the various advantages and disadvantages of e-business also we discussed. Then you want to write questions in your notebook as a homework. That means list the benefits and challenges of e-business. You want to list the main points only. Okay, one more is left, that is e-learning, that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, then thank you.